What's up, Western sci-fi fusion fans? George of all trades here, and today I'm discussing Westworld Episode 2, Chestnut. Okay, now today I have my review up one day early solely because HBO put the episode online on HBO Now a couple days early, so I got the chance to watch it in advance. I do have spoilers for the episode in here, so if you haven't seen it yet, I highly recommend just wait for it. Watch episode 2 when it comes out on HBO Sunday at, I believe it's 8 Eastern or 9 Eastern, and then come back and watch my review video after that. Also subscribe to my channel so that you get notifications every time I post a review video Sundays after Westworld, and you get my thoughts on it. Without any further ado, Westworld Episode 2, here we go. Okay, first, we have to talk about Maeve. In addition to being the star of this episode, she's my favorite character. And Thandie Newton is amazing in this role. She's sultry and convincing and passionate as Maeve, so shout out to her for being MVP of this episode. To me, the most important scene of this episode took place as a dream that she was having, because it was revealed that the hosts should not have memories, but if they do have a memory, it's framed to them as a dream or a nightmare. It was revealed to us that she has been killed before by the man in black, and that afterwards she regained consciousness while they were working on her in the laboratory, and that she woke up, she walked around, and she saw all these things in the lab that she shouldn't have seen. And I think this is significant because even though it's a dream, Maeve now has a mental picture of what the world looks like outside of the park. In this episode, Maeve also interacted with Dolores, which I think is very significant because soon the two of them are going to come to a mutual belief that Westworld is indeed just a fantasy land. In this episode, we are also introduced to William, a guest to the park that's played by Jimmy Simpson. While arriving to Westworld, we know that Jimmy is a good guy because in the dressing room, he chose the white hat, which of course is a motif in the Western genre of the good guy. But Jimmy also arrived to the park with a co-worker of his who, as we saw, is much more into the indulgence that Westworld offers than Jimmy himself is. In what was one of the most important scenes for William this episode, we saw that he turned down one of the host advances and he said that he had real love at home. This is going to be very significant later when either he cheats on his real love at home, or we find out that he was lying about whatever he had back home. Now, not much more was revealed about the man in black this episode, but he is getting closer to his objective. Also in one scene, there was an employee that was asking one of the managers if he should slow down Ed Harris's character, the man in black, in his killing spree, and basically the manager replied, no, not for that guest, like he has run of the park and he can do whatever he wants here. So this, in conjunction with another one of the scenes where someone says that the more, I think they said, extreme experiences happen further away from town, give me a clue as to what Ed Harris's character is here for. First off, it appears that he is not a rogue host like I thought at first, but he is definitely indeed a guest at the park, and he has been for about 30 years now. And then secondly, all the mayhem he's causing is part of the game. The staff at Westworld is monitoring him, they see what he's doing, and they let him continue. So obviously he's still inside the bounds of Westworld, but he's just playing at like an advanced level compared to some of the new guests like William. I actually feel like the show is providing a little bit of commentary here that an actual real world experience like Westworld would probably degrade people like it is doing the man in black. That there's no satiation for violent people and that they'll continually want more. In this episode, we also visit Dr. Ford, and we see that his vision for Westworld and what the park should be differs from some of the employees that are under him. As confirmed by William's friend that didn't want to go along with the side stories that had been planned, Dr. Ford believes that guests are there for the subtleties and some of the more organic experiences that Westworld offers. The episode ends with Dr. Ford telling Bernard that he's been working on something new, and on screen we have the image of a cross. So it leads me to believe two things. First off, I don't think Dr. Ford enjoys violence or sexuality like the guests do, but I do think that he has an appetite for power and the status that comes from being the creator of Westworld. And secondly, if Dr. Ford's new work is a belief system for the hosts in Westworld, I think that this will lead to Dolores and Maeve and the hosts like them being able to take action on their belief that something is wrong with Westworld. So I'm really interested to see where these storylines go to, but I have a few questions going into the next episode. I'm wondering, where does the maze that the man in black is looking for actually lead to? And what's Dolores going to do with that gun that she dug up? All in all, I was really satisfied with this episode. I had a great time watching it. I think I actually liked it even more than episode 1, because this episode provided a little more structure to the series, something that I was missing out on in episode 1, and it cleared up some of the confusion for me. I really enjoyed this episode. I will definitely be watching episode 3. If you enjoyed my review, go ahead and hit the thumbs up. I'm interested to hear about your thoughts on the show, so if you watched it, leave a comment below. Tell me about your thoughts and your theories and where you think the show's going. That's all I got for today, so until next week, y'all take care. I'll see you then. Bye, y'all.